Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back, and welcome to another episode of Fallout 4. In the last episode, we finished up the Black Devil quest, and we found out that he was an ex-Enclave soldier who pretty much wanted to right the wrongs of which he did. So he took up the mantle of the Black Devil. But things got too hard for him, too much for him, and he decided to pretty much just give it up and be a regular person. It was actually quite an interesting story. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing the main story a little bit by doing a quest called Dangerous Minds. If you guys remember, we killed Kellogg and we took a cybernetic piece from his brain. Today, we're going to be taking it to Dr. Amari. If you remember, what's his name? Nick Valentine. Took me a few seconds to remember. Nick Valentine told us to go to Dr. Amari in Goodneighbor. So we're going to do that today. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and let's get into this. Oh, looks like it's raining today. That's the one thing that I actually liked about Fallout 4, to be honest. It may not be my most favorite Fallout game, but there are some things that I do enjoy about it. Like the weather system. I thought I like it. Um, there's no rain or anything in Fallout 3. You can get mods and stuff for that, but in the actual base game, like right off the shelf, there's no rain. None of the DLCs have any weather to them. Nothing like that. Um, Fallout 4 is the first one to have rain in the main game, like not DLCs or anything like that. New Vegas, I believe, was the first game in the series to have weather in it. I think I could be wrong, but that was in the Honest Hearts DLC back in Zion, if you guys remember. It would actually rain sometimes. But that's actually my favorite. Honestly, Honest Hearts I'd have to say is my favorite DLC. In New Vegas. But yeah, so that's one thing I like about this game is that there's weather right off the bat. We have to be a little bit careful because there are some ghouls. I almost called them zombies. Um, Fun fact: zombie is actually kind of a racist term in the Fallout universe. I don't know if you guys know that. It's kind of touched upon in Fallout 3. I'm always pressing the wrong button. But yeah, it is touched upon a little bit in Fallout 3. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. I can't see. Oh, you fell. Oh, you jumped. Get down. There's one more. Oh, he just lost his legs. And bam. Get up, white dog. So as I was saying, as I was rudely interrupted by these ghoulies, yeah, the term zombie is actually a racist term in the Fallout universe. Because ghouls, they look like zombies. And pretty much people, they call the ghouls, not the feral ghouls. If you call a feral ghoul a zombie, it doesn't matter. That's pretty much literally it's pretty much what they are. They're pretty much just mindless, zombies. But calling a regular ghoul, one that can, think for itself and, whatnot, like that. White dog, get out of the way. I'm trying to get out of here. But yeah, just a regular ghoul, trying to live their life and whatever. That is, that's racist. So That is touched upon a little bit in Fallout 3. Or yeah, touched a little bit in Fallout 3. I'm going to finish what I'm saying because there's a little cutscene kind of thing when you walk in the door there. If you guys remember, I think, oh, I can't remember. I know Three Dog talks about a little bit. How did I miss those shots? He's literally right in front of me. There we go. All right, let's go. White Dog, we don't care. We don't want to fight anymore. Let's go. I think, yeah. What's that place called? Underworld. I think in Underworld, it's talked about a little bit. But now, as you can see, we are at Good Neighbor. So let's get in here and see if we can find Dr. Amari. Oh, who's this guy? Do I have voice turned all the way down? Oh, I do. That's weird.
Not insurance.
Do I have insurance? Let's see here. Well, I do have a very powerful laser rifle. I'm wearing glasses and wearing metal armor. I look pretty intimidating. Let's press circle and see if we can get him to back off.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that? I couldn't hear over the sound of all that pathetic. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Oh, who's that guy?
The gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Oh, jeez.
Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
Well then. Ghoul.
You're a ghoul?
That's right. Like my face. I think it gives me a sexy King of the Zombies kind of look. Big hit with the ladies. Listen, a lot of walking rad freaks like me around here. So you might want to keep those kinds of questions on the low burner next time. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Huh. He sounds pretty nice, For the people, and all that. Good neighbor.
Good neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that...
So, why not to... Are there no, display... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I turned them off. Whoopsies. There we go.
just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Mayor Hancock?
Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next super mutant attack rolls round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
Well, what's your story?
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
That's incredible.
You're a hell of a risk taker, Hancock.
Only have one life. Why not try it all? Anyway, did you need something else?
I'm unsure.
I'll get back to you.
Stop by anytime.
So that's the mayor, Hancock. He's pretty cool. He can eventually become a follower as well. This is the mayor's house here. This is kind of like the town hall right here. But what we're going to do first is we are going to go to the gun shop and sell some stuff here.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
What are you?
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh my god. You're a robot.
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
Wow, that's Ultron.
You're an Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a store that sells very large guns. So what'll it be?
Well, what's for sale?
So what kind of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I sell. Except suicidal depression. That is unfortunately not packageable. Now,
Oof.
are we doing business?
Well, Followed is pretty dark. Well, barter.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Purchase a variety in case of boredom.
Okay, so what do we have here? Chain wrapped baseball bat. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Classic 10mm pistol. So this is actually pretty cool. You can get these in a Creation Club quest, which will do that. So we're not going to buy these. This pistol is actually the pistol that was in Fallout 1 and 2. Before the change of, before Bethesda took over, and how the 10mm, blah, 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 I can't talk. The 10mm pistol looks different. This is what it originally used to look like. So what we got here? Ooh, a flamer. Oh, do we want a flamer? I don't have enough money for it though, that's for sure. Oh, okay. Scoped anti-material rifle. Oh, ooh, look at that, anti-material rifle. You guys remember the anti-material rifle from Fallout New Vegas? That's right, you can buy it in this game. So let's sell some stuff here that we don't need. Oops, I did not mean to sell that. Alright. Helmet. Postman, we want to keep that. Sweater, we want to get rid of that. Oh, teddy bear, we're going to keep that. Apparently, we are supposed to be collecting teddy bears, something that I made a big mistake, and I forgot. How much was it for the thingy again? Wherever it is. Where is the anti? Where'd it go? 203. Okay, so what we're going to do is I guess we can do that. And that. Alright, that's good enough. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh man, it's so cool looking. Scoped, powerful anti-material rifle. Well, look at that scope. That's actually really cool looking. Sounds really nice. That's one thing I was honestly disappointed in New Vegas. Was the sound of the anti-material rifle. For how powerful it's supposed to be, it just made this like boom kind of sound, or like boom, or something like that. Like it wasn't superdy duperdy strong sounding. So this is the memory den. There's actually some pretty cool places, some pretty cool things in here. So we'll go in here. We do have to go in here anyways, because Dr. Amari's in here.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
So you're probably wondering, what are these things here? Well, let's talk to the person up here.
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Okay, so you can't ask her now. So these things here, if you guys remember from loud chair. If you guys remember back in Fallout 3, the loungers that you went into, excuse me, these things are essentially the same thing, except these things read your past memories. You go into these things and you can relive your past memories over and over again. Who is that? Really, white dog, you opened the door. Why'd you open the door for? Let's go. So this guy in here is pretty cool. This is the Silver Shroud here. And there's a whole quest dedicated to... Oh man, can't stop yawning. There's a whole quest dedicated to him. And I find that really, really cool. It's one of my favorite quests in the game. Because you essentially turn into a comic book superhero, but in their real life. It's really cool. Anyways, let's continue on.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
Extracting memories.
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not gonna be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please help us.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
The brain?
How much of the brain do you need exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Well, here you go.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So is the brain still good?
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
Will this work?
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick okay?
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Well, what will happen?
Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Well, let's do it.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
All right. So I'm actually going to take these sunglasses off. There we go, much better. All right, let's get in the lounger here. Here's the white dog. Just sitting right by us to make sure that we're going to be okay.
Brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
So this is quite interesting. We're actually going to be
Can you hear me?
going through... Oh, here we go.
Good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
So essentially, we are going through his memories.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
And that makes it official, folks. Final vote count from the...
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
All 5 states have now signed on.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie.
People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
So that's interesting. So he was pretty much born on the West Coast. Interesting.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Well, man, he doesn't sound like a bad... He doesn't seem like a bad guy. And the fact that, you know, he was on the West Coast. So the she is actually... It's a bit hard to explain. The she were in Fallout 2. And they were it was a Chinese submarine. And pretty much they were very technology, or how can we talk? Basically, they were pretty advanced with their technologies and stuff. And they used a lot of the parts from their submarine. Honestly, I'm not the best at explaining them, because I never played to the full amount Fallout 2. I started it, and that was about it. But yeah, so I would highly recommend looking up the she. But pretty much, it was a Chinese submarine that kind of crashed or something, and basically they built, you know, like their own community, but it was very closed off. It was very, you know, it was focused on science and technologies and stuff like that. So let's move forward. Let's see what happened, because I'm kind of interested to find out why Kellogg kind of turned into this, you know, bad guy, essentially. Because he seems like a good guy. Let's go.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Uh-oh.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Well, that sucks. Basically, that group killed his, girlfriend and baby daughter. Wow, that's, I guess that would definitely turn someone bad.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Oh, I'm going backwards.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Oh, that's... No.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
We're looking around.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Oh.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Oh, we do it through the TV.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I have this burning feeling inside my skull. It's like it's on fire.
That's not surprising. All the synapses in your brain have just been pulled apart, connected to someone else, and then pulled back together. I injected you with a large stim pack while I was pulling you out. That should ease things. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Let's see here. Kellogg's life.
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was. However cruel. How does that make you feel?
I guess after seeing that, I guess we could forgive him. I mean, he honestly did have a very, very hard life. You know, his father obviously was abusive. His mother passed away. We don't know how. His, girlfriend was killed, and even his baby daughter as well. You know, it's a very tragic, sad tale. So we should forgive him.
It wasn't all his fault. I can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
Virgil.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Well, why not?
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
Well, it's the perfect hiding spot.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Anti-radiation?
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Well, you know, I'll find a way.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
All right. So we can grab all of this stuff here. So we're gonna grab all this here. This might be everything. I can't remember if there's a bobblehead here or not.
So long as you're carrying it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to carry any of my stuff, I guess. Purified water. Grab all this stuff. And alright, let's go. Oh, he's over here.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
What the hell? Kellogg?
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
It sounded like Kellogg.
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Glowing sea.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
So what we're gonna do is, obviously we don't want White Dog to get sick or hurt or anything like that. So for this, you know, dangerous place, we're gonna take Nick with us.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
And we're gonna send White Dog back home. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Oh, I guess it's pretty much time for us to end the episode. Okay, where are you going?
Hey.
Do something for you?
Let's go. Alright. So we're gonna go back to the Commonwealth, or go back to Sanctuary.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
We all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good
neighbor!
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock! Of the people! For the people! Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that. We come in peace, malarkey.
Okay. So, actually, yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and probably save it up here. Okay. So, let's save it up here. Alrighty, so that was Dangerous Minds. It's a very interesting quest, and it shows you the more human side of Kellogg. Yes, he did terrible, terrible things, but you also get insight to see what kind of drove him and pushed him in that direction, what kind of pushed him into that life. Like you've seen, you know, he didn't have a very good father. You know, his father was obviously not very good at all. His mom didn't really seem really the greatest either, pretty much saying that the only thing that you can trust is this gun. I mean, obviously that's not true. And she also told him not to believe in the NCR and all that too. Which the NCR was a very big and growing community. Obviously we know that by playing New Vegas. And then obviously getting a family of his own, and then that being cut very, very short. It's eventually going to push someone to just pretty much do whatever just to survive, because they won't care anymore. And I think that was Kellogg's point, that he just didn't care anymore. Even when you meet him in person, he's pretty much like, even if I could tell you, you know, wouldn't even matter, kind of thing. So eventually, I honestly think that even like, I don't know. I don't think just because of everything that happened to him, I think he just got to a point where he'd do anything for money because he didn't care. He didn't have anything to live for, technically. So, it's a very interesting, very thought-provoking quest. Anyways, so with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fallout 4, and as much as I enjoyed doing it. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Fallout 4.